1989-90 from Daemen College in Amherst, New York. Today's action will feature St. Thomas Aquinas College taking on the Daemen Warriors. Hello again, everyone. I'm Frank Stewart. Let's join Walter John on the courtside with the coaches.
Well, thank you very much, Frank Stewart. And with me is the head coach of St. Thomas Aquinas Running Spartans, and that is Rob Holford Jr. And Rob, you come in here with a record of 9-3, a fine record early in the season. You had a tough game against Gannon yesterday, had to make a long trip up in the snow.
Yeah, we hit a little bit of a snowstorm on our way up, and it delayed us. We were hoping to get in on Friday. Instead, we had to travel on Saturday, and we got in and played a very tough Gannon team. Very well coached by Bobby Duquette. We played hard, but unfortunately, we came up short.
Let's look at the Running Rebels and tell us about some of your key players in this game.
Well, we're just hoping that we come in and we play pretty hard. We know we're facing a very good program in Daemen. We played them last year, so it's some sort of a rivalry type game. They have a few kids down from the city, so it's almost like a bragging rights when they get back home. So we're just hoping we get off to a good start, we set the tempo, and we're able to establish our type of game that we want to play.
In St. Thomas Aquinas, where are you located for our viewers in Western New York?
We're located in Rockland County, New York, about 20 minutes from New Jersey, 20 minutes from New York City, right east of the GW Bridge.
And, Coach, how many players will you expect to play? A lot of times at this level, they'll play a lot of people.
Well, we usually play anywhere from 9 to 10 players. We try to really get as many guys in the game as we can. We try to create through our defense, use the possibility to wear teams down and beat them through fatigue.
Okay, good luck to you, Coach.
Thank you.
And that's Coach Rob Holford Jr. of St. Thomas Aquinas. They are the Running Spartans, and joining me now will be the Daemen Warriors head coach Don Silveri. And Don's club off to a fine start. Don, nice to see again the record of 7-4 with the Daemen Warriors, and you've had a good season so far.
Yeah, we're doing better than we expected. You know, getting the job at such a late date and everything, we didn't have a whole lot of time to prepare, and team has been working hard, and we're happy with what we've done so far.
I got a pretty tough customer this afternoon in St. Thomas Aquinas. They're 9-3.
Yeah, St. Thomas is a very good ball club. They've been to the national tournament 3 out of the last 4 years, and this is a good barometer for us to see where we are and where we have to go.
And let's talk about the Daemen Warriors this year, some of your key players.
Well, Dave Skolin is our leading scorer, and he's a very good three-point shooter, 6'5" kid. He's averaging 23 points a game. Chris Lewis is a 6'6" kid who's averaging 20 points a game. He's our leading rebounder. So those two players have done the bulk of the scoring for us, and for us to win, they have to play well.
And, Coach, for our viewers out there that aren't familiar with the Daemen program and the NAIA, just enlighten us a little bit about that.
Well, the NAIA is a separate governing body from the NCAA. There's some 400 colleges throughout the country that are in the NAIA, and basically I'd say that the top schools in the NAIA are at the level with the top Division II schools in the country.
Okay, very good. We're looking forward to a very exciting and quick-paced game.
Thank you very much.
And Coach Don Silveri, of course, the outstanding coach for the Daemen Warriors. Their record 7-4. St. Thomas Aquinas with a record of 9-3. Two outstanding teams. We probably see a lot of offense and a lot of running in this game. And I'll turn it over to Frank Stewart now.
Okay, thank you very much, Walter John, as we look at the courtside basketball rack and make preparations for the start of this action, which will feature two pretty good ball clubs. St. Thomas Aquinas, 9 wins and 3 losses under their coach, Rob Holford Jr., as Walt mentioned and introduced you to him in the pregame remarks, and of course Don Silveri, starting his first season with Daemen College, a veteran coach in years gone by here in Western New York, and getting a return opportunity here at Daemen College. And he has some pretty good talent this year, but they're going to run up against a tough club. St. Thomas, looking at their starting group, Walt, they have some real good size up there, and that may be a real test for Daemen on the boards tonight.
I'll good look at Robert Holford Jr. as you listen to the voice of Joel Leonard and James Jones, the public address announcers, as they will introduce the starting lineups. First for St. Thomas Aquinas, the Running Spartans. I believe I said one time Rebels in the pregame, but they are the Running Spartans, not to be confused with Nevada, Las Vegas. But in any event, St. Thomas Aquinas will run just like the Rebels will run. Here's your starters. They're going to introduce both teams and flip-flop, so I'll give you the starters first for St. Thomas Aquinas. They will play 9 to 10 players, and at the guard will be Roosevelt Byers, a 5'10" sophomore, number 12. The point guard will be Corey Brown, 33, a 5'11" junior. Corey averages 19 points a game. The center is Sam Harris, number 32. He's a 6'6" junior. One forward will be Frank Giddens, number 43, a 6'5" junior. And the other forward, their leading scorer, Curtis Middleton, 6'5" senior. Middleton averages 22.5 points per game. And St. Thomas Aquinas, coached by Rob Holford, Frank, they're going to play up to 10 players in this game. They're 1-9 and lost 3 so far. The Daemen Warriors, with a record of 7-4, and their starting lineup will look like this. Playing at the point guard will be Jamie Sykes. He's a 6'3" sophomore, number 23. The other guard will be Jeff Eddy, number 21. He's a 6' senior. The starting center will be Mike Bliss, a 6'4" center. He's a senior. And the two forwards, Dave Skolin, a 6'5" senior, their leading scorer, and Chris Lewis, 6'6" senior, averaging 18 points per game, and 12 boards. Skolin, Frank, averaging 23 points a game, and he's a gunner from outside at the three-point range.
Well, he's an excellent shooter. We've been able to see him for the last couple of years. He's a senior here at Daemen College, just here out of West Seneca, New York. Is his hometown. He played for St. Francis, and he's just an excellent ball player. The two officials just making a note of that, John Nawarda and Ben Blumen, two veteran officials, and two pretty good athletes in their own right. And now taking in the coaching or the refereeing situation here for this particular afternoon contest. Looks like, as we said, that we expect that St. Thomas Aquinas will have a starting lineup height advantage, and it'll be up to Daemen to control the boards as much as possible.
One thing we will see at this level is an awful lot of running and great athletic players. The players at this level like to run. Daemen, under their coach Don Silveri, they've got a good one there, Coach Don Silveri, and he's molding a fine team. Daemen will be in the lighter uniforms, and in the red or purple, St. Thomas Aquinas. Aquinas controls as Brown flips it to the corner. Long shot, Middleton, good. A three-point shot for their leading scorer right off the bat, and it's 3-0 for the visitors, St. Thomas Aquinas. Quite a way to start the game for St. Thomas.
Terrific effort. Look at this backdoor play, and it's a turnover. No, it's back.
Good opportunity, but Skolin couldn't handle it. Skolin for 3 outside, in and out, no good. And the rebound comes down to the guard, Byers. Across midcourt is Brown, and here's Middleton, and Middleton walked. Quick call there, Middleton with that one quick first step, Frank, and he's whistled for the travel.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, he had a good opportunity. He had the man up in the air, but in trying to get clear, he put his extra foot down and lost possession of the ball on the turnover call for the travel.
Early in the game, St. Thomas Aquinas will pressure the ball with a press. And Byers right in the shirt of number 23 there, Sykes to Bliss, and Bliss drops it back to 80, and his shot is perfect. Wow, 3-2 game. Jeff Eady drops it in from the left corner, a nice looking high arcing shot. 3-2 game in the early going. We're a minute into the contest, and walking it over midcourt is Byers. Roosevelt Byers, a 5'10" sophomore, reverses the dribble. Now he pushes it inside to Frank Giddens, and he threw it away. Giddens and Byers not on the same page, and it's a turnover.
A little too anxious that time. Pretty good defense for Daemen as they try and work the ball around the Daemen defense. Daemen playing tough man-for-man defense. As you see here, St. Thomas Aquinas staying right with them, too.
There's a foul on the drive. Skolin moving towards the foul line area. There's a good look at Ben Blumen making the call. Ben, a very fine official, along with John Nawarda, two fine officials and veterans working this contest.
Substitution into the contest, the first of the ball game. Harris is going to sit down.
Bliss had it knocked away on the inbounds by Curtis Middleton. Both clubs will play an awful lot of players. There's no question about that. Here's the inbound, a strip, and almost off the leg of the Daemen player. Fortunately, Daemen will maintain possession. Here's the inbound. Sykes has it knocked out of bounds. Very quick hands by Byers.
Geez, they're just clicking the seconds off the clock here as they try and get the ball in. Very, very aggressive defense, and the substitute, Sam Harris, comes back in now. Number 12 checks out. And that's Roosevelt Byers who takes a breather.
We had Noir listed for number 34, but he must be 35 in the game now for the Warriors. We'll have to check on that. It's to Bliss. Bliss, 10-footer, banked up strong, no good. Nice rebound there by Middleton. He skied for it. And across midcourt is Brown. Man-for-man defense by Daemen. Inside the big guy, 43 Giddens, and he gets the roll. Nice touch there.
Kind roll that time, as you said. As he put up a little bit strong, but the nice rims here at Daemen College. A new gymnasium, just been in existence for less than 5 years, I believe. And a nice effort on his part to put the ball off the iron, but it fell through very nicely for him on the rebound off the glass.
And it's a 5-2 contest. Giddens has all 5. Boy, Skolin really, and Seitz unable to free up anybody there on the offense for Daemen. Here's a wide open shot. Good for Skolin. If Skolin gets free, he's a terrific scorer.
Daemen cuts the margin to 1 point here.
Somebody, however, is going to have to step forward and handle the ball a little bit better for Daemen on the offensive
Right, they're
end.
running with Seitz handling the ball out there along with Jeff Beatty.
Here's a 3, and it is good for Keith Alvarez, who just entered the contest off the bench. It's 8-4.
It's their second 3-point completion of the ball game.
In trouble now, Seitz whips it across the Edie and to Bliss, and that's Skolin. Skolin, right corner drive, and he is fouled as he went on the right side on the baseline, moving towards the basket. He was held.
More substitutions coming in, and you can tell the strategy of Bob Holford, or Rob Holford Jr., the head coach at St. Thomas Aquinas. Keep moving players in and out of the lineup, keep fresh feet out on the floor. They're playing extremely aggressive defense. These players are going to get winded pretty soon. We've only played 2 minutes and 38 seconds of this ball game.
Kurt Clark comes in the game. Corey Brown, Coach wants Brown out of the game, and he goes off. They had 6 players on the court.
Yeah, that would have been a nice way to play. Play with 6.
Another foul on St. Thomas Aquinas. Let's see who exactly are the 5 players on the court here. If you're scoring at home, it's going to be very difficult to keep up. 42, Kurt Clark's in the game at a forward. Roosevelt Byers is also in. Giddens, here's a shot from the side, no good. By Skolin, rebound, Bliss, great pass, and the layup made.
Oh, super play. Heads-up effort out there. As first he got the offensive rebound, very important. Mike Bliss, a very strong player inside, and then he kept his court presence out there and found the open man for the layup underneath.
Shot is in by number 42 on the play, Kurt Clark. And it's now a 10-6 contest. We'll have to make sure who 35 is for sure. I believe that's Nora for Daemen. He was listed as 34. Inside, and the attempted shot, a block and a foul. And Alexander Nora will shoot a couple of free throws.
I believe you're right. That should be Alexander Nora out of Nigeria. 6'4", 175-pounder.
Chris Lewis is number 35, excuse us, at home, and a number change. And Chris Lewis has 2 points, and he's shooting a couple of free throws. His shot is good. Lewis now with 3 points in the game. Lewis line left, his second shot is also good. Well, Lewis averaging 18 points a game. We're wondering why we weren't saying Lewis's name. We didn't have the right number for him.
He's a good ball player. Oh, another turnover here. Here's
a strip and a steal, and Edie, he lost it also. Both clubs turned the ball over. And so far in the game, what do the numbers look like, Frank? What kind of scoring have we had?
Well, we've got 2 3-pointers so far for the fast shooting St. Thomas Aquinas. Running Spartans. They threw the nickname Running Spartans on top of their normal name of Spartans, and you can tell they're not afraid to put the ball up as often as they can. They hit the 2 3-pointers from the outside and 2 2-pointers to build their lead here.
Nice move and a terrific touch by Frank Giddens. Giddens, who can either play center or forward, is on fire with 7 points. And a foul on the drive inside. Well, Giddens with 4 points, excuse me.
Well, it shouldn't be a shooting foul as Lewis distributed the ball.
Foul number 12,
Byers with his first personal foul. They've got 14 fouls, or 5 team fouls now against the St. Thomas Aquinas club. And none so far in Daemen. Daemen has not committed the foul yet.
That could be the home court advantage Bliss inside, tough shot, fouls it up and missed. Boy, Bliss strong as an ox inside, but missed 2 easy shots.
Well, he had 2 great chances, but you got to credit him with continuing to go for the ball. Even though he missed the shot, he kept after it. Look at that.
Terrible shot there. Poor selection by Sam Harris. Thrown away, another turnover on the Warriors of Daemen. 12-8 score, St. Thomas Aquinas leading with 15:42 remaining in the first half. Looks like a pretty strong team here out of New York City.
They got good talent up and down the line.
On the attack, number 12, Roosevelt Byers. Daemen has gone primarily with their starting 5. St. Thomas Aquinas has substituted pretty liberal. Shot blocked, and the second attempt, Alvarez, he missed it. Easy shot for Alvarez. Skolin, tough pass, and the layup, Lewis, good. And he's fouled, and the St. Thomas Aquinas player is hurt. Roosevelt Byers, he's shaken up, gets up very slowly. It was a rather weak pass by Skolin, but it got through.
Yeah, just barely got there. The defender had gotten back in the lane there to slow the progress of the action down. And made it very difficult for Lewis to make the reception on the pass, but the foul was called on Roosevelt Byers, his second.
Terrific catch there by Lewis. He lines up for the three-point play, and he's got it. Well, Lewis is the main man here so far for the Daemen Warriors.
He has 7 points.
He, by far and away, leads all scorers for Daemen with 7 out of their 11.
Oh,
Edie on the reach and almost had the steal.
Almost had the foul, too.
Brown running with Alvarez at the guard spot now. Middleton, one of the forwards, with Harris. Stripped away. And stolen right back by St. Thomas Aquinas. Brown, beautiful play, missed it. Tapped in, nice tap. Boy, that's
good control
ability by Middleton.
Good control in the air as he picks up his 5th point. A 3-pointer hit from the outside and shows he can get up high on the boards. Look at this play, Lewis.
Lewis, reverse layup, missed it, followed it up and in.
Wow.
Some contact, no foul called, and Lewis got the 2 points down anyway.
Well, he's got 9 points now in the ballgame. You can see the type of scorer he is.
We've got a 14-13 game. Outstanding game so far in the first half. Dropped inside. Here's 43. Giddens fouled on the shot. Didn't go down, but he'll get a couple of free throws.
Well, they played quite a bit of this first half. 14-16 to go here in the first half. Bliss with the personal foul, the first team foul on the Daemen Warriors. Checking back into the ballgame. Robert Robertson, a 5'10 sophomore out of Emerson High School here in Buffalo for Daemen, and Jamie Seitz checks out. Seitz out of Williamsville North High School.
Seitz holding his left shoulder as he went out. And Robert Robinson, who has been a star and a starter all year, relegated to the bench for this game. Shot is good.
They were going to call it if the free throw had missed, but number 43 Giddens had the presence of mind to keep shooting.
I think we'll see Daemen in the person of Robinson handle the ball now at the point guard spot. And he made them both. Frank Giddens, and Robinson's an outstanding point guard.
Good pressure defense, full court running for here in this game for the running Spartans.
Bliss to Edie. The big guy will walk it up. Bliss. And this is Robinson, number 12. He'll protect the ball and go to the right hand on the dribble. Flips it into the corner to Bliss. Bliss moving towards the hole. Can't get the shot off, in trouble, and he threw it away. That's a turnover over and back. I thought Robinson could go back and get that ball, but...
Well, he hesitated for a moment. His coach shouted to him, go get it. You can't give up a free layup, so they'll take the turnover and set their defense.
I thought if he went back a little quicker, he would have gotten it before it went over midcourt even.
Well, a little bit of a stretch maybe for Robinson.
You don't want your big man handling the ball in the corner like that. Bliss got caught with the ball. Inside, great block inside. Ball was rejected off a Middleton shot. It looked like Lewis got a piece of it. All right, starting from the left side is Brown. He goes in the middle to Giddens. Giddens almost went up and down. Alvarez for 3, and he's got another one.
Alvarez with his second 3-pointer of the ball game. He has 6 now in the game, and pressure defense right again on the inbound pass, and Daemen a little frustrated right now. They're in the bonus situation on this next foul that they pick up from St. Thomas Aquinas, so they'll be shooting free throws early in this ball game. So they have to maintain their court presence out there, concentrate on running the ball well, and the inbound pass, and maybe drawing a foul.
Lewis double team.
Like that.
stepped through the double team and drew the foul. Coach Robert Holford right there explaining to Giddens and his other teammate how he wants that trap to work.
Well, now so you're going to see the Daemen Warriors go to the free throw line, 13-19 to go here in the first half. They can pick up a lot of points at the free throw line.
13 minutes and 19 seconds, as Frank said, remaining in the first half. A lower score than we might have expected, 19-13, the way they started off. They can really ring them up, these two teams. Lewis, who has been great so far, missed it badly. Very short on the shot.
Well, one thing about shooting free throws is you also have to make them.
Pull-up shot missed by Harris. Rebound to Bliss. And Bliss up to Skolin. Skolin's going to shoot a three. Yes.
What a shooter.
Well, you just cannot back off a shooter like a Skolin. He's like a Larry Bird out there. He can hit from anywhere.
First three-pointer of the ball game for the Daemen Warriors.
He's a pure shooter. Dave Skolin out of St. Francis. Here's a steal. Bliss stole it. Tipped it to Edie. Now Bliss in the middle. Robinson. Oh, he had Bliss and didn't see him.
Well, he's looking for Skolin, too, in the deep corner there, maybe for a three-pointer.
Right back in the game are the Warriors at 19-16 after a lot of turnovers. They have maintained at the right in the game. Here's Bliss, and Bliss traveled before the foul.
6 turnovers on each club here in the first half, 12:28 to go. And Daemen had a chance to cut the margin down to a point. They trail by 3 now. And they're going to bring in number 34, and Alexander Nawara.
Well, here's Nawara for his first action in this game. 6'4" freshman from Nigeria. All right, walking it over midcourt is Byers. He leaves it on the right side to Brown. Alvarez looked like he was going to pump up a three-pointer, did not. Here is Brown. Brown penetrates. Tough shot. He missed it. Rebound to the little guy, Brown. Head and shoulders fake.
Boy,
and he dropped it in.
No doubt about it. He wanted to shoot the ball that time. Those are his first points of the ball game.
Now that's where they missed the intimidator, Bliss, who went to the bench. Here's Lewis. One-on-one move. He missed the shot. And the long rebound to the guard, Byers. Byers, tough pass to Brown. Brown in trouble. Missed the shot. It's tipped in. Beautiful tip in.
Big guy tipped it in, and that'll be his 7th point, and maybe Daemen needs a timeout. And I think they're going to call one here.
23-16. Coach Don Silveri wants a timeout with 11:36 to go in the first half, and pulling away somewhat right now. St. Thomas Aquinas by 7, 23-16.
Well, so far in the ball game, the St. Thomas Aquinas club has hit for 3 3-point field goals in the contest, so they've opened up their offense quite a bit. They're a good scoring team, obviously.
And here's Skolin. He's got another.
No, he just barely got his hands on that ball and fired it up that time and made it cash. 8 points for Skolin. Oh, tough turnover there. Good offensive board work for number 32. And Sam Harris had a good rebound inside, had a reverse layup, but his foot stepped on the end line.
Well, those three-pointers really do turn the game very quickly. 23-19, 11-minute mark remaining in the first half. Robinson kicks it back outside. Robinson's on the court along with Skolin. For the Warriors, number 35, Chris Lewis with a number change in this game. Edie is on the court also. Here's a shot. Robinson, he missed it. Rebound Robinson, nice fake, and it's blocked.
Oh boy, he's
and
hammered.
Robinson hit the deck very hard.
He was hammered on the play. We'll see who the foul calls on. He's going to go to the line shooting 2. And number 45, Kurt Middleton, picks up his 2nd personal foul. So they may be getting into a little bit of foul trouble early. As we look at the replay here, the rebound tapped out. Now watch this. 45 would not allow that shot to go up. Middleton really hammered the shooter going to the line now. Robertson with his first chance for points in this ballgame.
And he cashes in on the free throw. The other player on the court for Daemen, Alexander Nawara, along with Lewis and Skolin, Edie, and Robinson. So it's a 2-point game again, 23-21. Guard tandem Byers down to Alvarez, and he fires in another 3. Somebody's got to pick up Keith Alvarez.
Oh, Alvarez, 3 for 3 from three-point land, I believe. He has 9 points.
26-21. Shot from the outside, no good.
What a steal.
Rebound Lewis, inside, he lays it in.
Good heads-up play by Lewis that time as he gets his 11th point. Just stole the ball from 3 St. Thomas players as they had the battle for the rebound going on underneath. And Skolin will get the personal foul call against him. Look at some of the spectators in attendance here.
Now they put the big guy back in, Frank, Mike Bliss. They need him inside to clog that middle up. And coming out is Alexander Nuora. Jamie Seitz checks back in for Daemen. So now it'll be Seitz running along with Robinson, Bliss, and Skolin and Lewis on the court for the Daemen Warriors. Visitors almost got caught on a 5 count. Harris in the game along with Byers at a guard position and Alvarez. Number 42 also in again, Kurt Clark, who has seen some limited action for St. Thomas Aquinas. 32 Sam Harris, he's got the ball. Harrison, great pass, layup good, and a 3-point play developing. Kurt Clark laid it
Let's see who the foul's going to be on here as they worked a nice give and go play in the paint. Forward on the backside, came down along the baseline and got the back door.
Kurt Clark fouled on the way out.
First foul on number 35, I believe it was. And that'll be Chris Lewis.
Terrific passing play. Clark, line right, drops in the 3-point effort. It's nice when you've got a teammate that looks like he has an apparent layup, and he gives it off for an easier shot. Robinson, layup, no good, and he's fouled. Boy, Robinson again hit the deck very hard. He was fouled by number 42 on the play, Kurt Clark.
Clark with his first personal foul. Clark with 5 points now in the ball game. He's played very well. Robertson showing a little bit of courage going into the land of the big guys there. Robertson not that tall at 5'10", and he's a sophomore.
Very good transition game off the 3-point play. They got it up the court very quickly, like a pro team, and Robinson misses the first free throw.
He's 2 for 3 now. Got to cash in the free throws when you get the opportunity. He makes the second one look good.
Well, he gets that one down, and it's 29-24 at the 9:40 mark. Time remaining.
Good strip.
Almost stolen. It was knocked away from the St. Thomas player by Robinson and went out of bounds.
Real nice matchup underneath. You see number 20 heading over the sideline. He's matched up with Skolin. They're the 2 3-point shooters. One for each side there is Keith Alvarez has 3 3-pointers in this ball game. And Dave Skolin has hit on 2 3-point field goals in this ball game. They love to shoot the ball, and they'll shoot it from a long way out.
Corey Brown, 33, handling the ball. Could not get it inside. Harris gets it to Byers. Brings it to the right side now as he reversed all the way from the left side of the key to the right. Head of the key, Harris dropped it inside to Clark. Clark, his layup is good.
Clark wasn't really expecting that pass. He was trying to wheel and deal to get back in position.
Relatively easy shot. Here's Robinson. Oh, spinning like a top. Lewis, Skolin for 3. He's deadly. Yes.
Unbelievable. 11 points now in the game for Dave Skolin.
You have to wonder, Frank, how a kid like Skolin, who can shoot the 3 so well, could not play at some Division I school. Layup is good. Tough shot for Corey Brown.
Corey Brown with his 4th point. This is incredible. The numbers are ringing up here in this first half of basketball.
Well, the points are really starting to light up on the board now. And here's the steal off of Daemen. And back comes number 12, Byers. Wide open shot, banked up and in.
Good
again
touch
for Sam Harris.
Harris with his first basket of the ball game. Really banked that one high off the glass.
Oh, that's a tough play. And Robinson, 15-footer, good. It's like a track meet out here. Brown is hurt. He's injured. He is holding his wrist, I think, and Brown is hurt. We have an official's timeout. 8:19 to go in the first half, 35-29. St. Thomas leading.
He may have jammed his fingers a little bit there. You know, piece. Frank Giddens has 6 for St. Thomas Aquinas. Skolin leads Daemen with 11 points.
And Frank, we're making that point about Skolin, a kid that can shoot the 3-pointer like that. You'd think that one of these Division I schools could use a shooter like that. He is a very good one.
No doubt about it. A good strip from behind there. Nice effort. Lewis, look at this.
Lewis in trouble. They just do not have the ball handlers, Daemen, and they turn it over now, and Daemen comes up with it. I don't think Daemen, in my opinion, has the ball handlers to beat this kind of pressure. Maybe Robinson, the lone exception. What a shot by Lewis.
Great hustle. Great hustle. His 10th point. Well deserved, too.
It's a fun type of basketball game, and here's a foul. Oh, and Lewis falls over Byers. Had to
A
be
foul call from Benji Blumen. Let's see what happens here. As Lewis is going to get the opportunity to go to the free throw line. So number 12.
Byers on the offensive foul there when he lost the ball.
Byers with his third personal foul. One of the ball handlers.
Amazing, Frank, even though that...
Let's look at this replay. This ball bouncing all over the place. Nobody able to get good possession of it. It rolls to the corner, and Lewis is going to eventually score points. Now he's down in his back there. He'll get the ball back. Watch him bring it all the way up court. No hesitation. Takes it right to the basket. Puts it up in a nice effort by Lewis.
How about that move by Lewis to move his body around?